Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. I'll be bringing you some tips from Mother Earth, along with our healthy mind, science of mind, lesson for today with Reverend Claire Middleton, and our very special guest, Patrina Reddick, who is the founder of the Urban Author Symposium. So we have a full show for you today. So I want to say happy, healthy, healing day. Make sure you get your blue pen and your white paper because you are about to get that natural healing information you've been seeking. Body, mind, family, finances, and society. Welcome back. You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I'm here as promised with our special guest, Patrina Reddick. We are talking about getting ready to tell you about, I hope you have your white paper and your blue pen because you're about to get some more healing information because we're going to be talking about the Urban Author Symposium. Yes, this is wonderful, wonderful stuff. So Patrina is here with us. Thank you so much for joining us again today. It's always wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I am extremely excited about even a new brainchild of yours. You just keep birthing them over and over again, and I'm so grateful that you do. But the Urban Authors Symposium. So let's start with now, where did this new idea come from?
Well, it was actually birthed a couple years ago when I saw a big giant poster in a bookstore window. I mean, the size of the front of someone's house almost, with this big picture of a child reading a book. But there was only one child from one culture, and I felt like something's missing with that picture. Why don't I see enough of that in the urban environment where the children that I work with hang out and go to school? And I'm sure there are some pictures and things like that in school, but I mean in the natural environment, like walking to the store. Why is it that books are so distant from certain cultures and so embraced by others? And so I thought, what can I do about that? And their Urban Author Symposium was birthed to encourage the author, the existing author that already is writing. We want to encourage and motivate and empower and strengthen and help to build financial accomplishments for these writers that are already writing urban stories about children, about families, about the things that we go through on a daily basis. So our goal here is to encourage and motivate those authors who are already writing, to encourage you to not stop, never stop, to believe in yourself and share your story with the rest of the world.
So there are lots and lots of authors, okay? And so are we looking for specifically children's books? What kind of books are we looking for?
Well, Urban Author Symposium encourages 3 types of people to get involved. That is the author, regardless of your genre. Regardless of your genre. If you're a writer, we want you around us. We need you a part of the Urban Author Symposium. The second way that we'd like to invite you to take part in what we're doing is as a book club. Say, for example, you are a member of a book club and you're looking for some new books that you've never heard of, then get in touch with us. We have lots of authors that have already signed on as founding members.
Yes.
And you're one of them.
Yes.
So thank you for being a part of that. And then the third way that you can get involved is as a book lover. Just the love of books, that you want to buy books, to have them around, to give as gifts. We should be gift-giving books.
Yes.
We should really be thinking in terms of information gathering, and some of the things we see on television are not meeting the needs of young people, is my soapbox, but grown-ups either, for that matter.
So how is it that we participate? How do we get involved? Do we sign up? Where do we sign up?
Well, you can reach out to me at urbanauthorsymposium@gmail.com. That is URBAN author AUTHOR Symposium SYMPOSIUM at gmail.com.
Okay. All
And
right.
you can just request more information there, and we'll be happy to send you an information packet of everything that we have upcoming. We should do another Urban Author Symposium this spring in April or May.
Now talk about the first one. Because
Right,
you're saying
right.
another one.
One.
So
You're
what
right.
about-
You're absolutely
so you
right.
already had one.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
happened?
We launched Urban Author Symposium here in Charlotte, North Carolina in December. December 15th marks the launch of the Urban Author Symposium. We had about 22 authors come through that day, but there's a core group of about 15 of us who are founding members, and we have some information on our website as well, and that website I'll give to you once you reach, but just to throw it out there, it's www.pmosh.com/urbanauthors.html. It's kind of long, so just send me an email at urbanauthorsymposium@gmail.com, and more information will follow.
Wonderful, wonderful. So the launch in December, another one coming up in
April or May. Right, the date has not been it's to be determined.
So that means that you definitely want to get your inquiry in about the Urban Author Symposium so that you can be ready for the next event to participate as an author.
Yes.
As an author, as a book club.
As a book club.
And as a lover of books.
Yes.
All right. I want to make sure so that's everybody.
That's everyone.
Okay. That's everybody.
That's everyone.
So we have the founding members.
Yes.
The founding members. Now, I was there. It was a wonderful, exciting day.
Yes.
And
Full day.
Full day.
Full day.
Full day. Full day.
Full day.
I keep saying that. you had such wonderful exercises for us as writers to complete. And how did you come up with even knowing how to do that?
Well, some of my experience at Yale University School of Medicine.
Okay, yes.
We were consultants. We did the consulting work for the City of New Haven, for the Board of Education. So we facilitated lots and lots and lots of trainings and workshops. And just knowing that you have to break things up. You cannot have people all day and keep them in one spot doing one thing. If you're going to have an all-day event, or I'll just break down what the day looked like. We started with registration and hot breakfast. We left from hot breakfast to a welcome address and an opening remark from Karibi, who's a great presenter. So she opened us up.
Help us express ourselves.
To help us express ourselves using different formats and things like that. We had prayer, actually even before the expression from Karibi. We had prayer and a little worship, because that always gets us started. The event was held at the Redeemer Church here in Charlotte as well. And after we had the welcome, we began to break out into sections where we talked about different things that make sense to an author, like marketing. How do we market? We had authors share their experiences in terms of how they got their book out there, how they were able to get to the next level of things. You are already international. We had two other authors that were at the international platform as well, which was excellent, to partner with those authors who just started writing or just published their first book, to have them all in the room together. The energy transfers one to another.
I'd like to speak to that.
Please.
It's so wonderful, the ideas. You already have a group of creative people who have come together because they have this yearning. Okay, this burning in their belly, as we say, to write. And then you put us in a room together with the stimulating questions that you ask, and it just exploded into more and more creativity and really divine inspiration took place in the room and throughout the day. And we bonded as if we had been friends for years. Wonderful, wonderful experience. Thank you so much for creating that.
Thank you for coming and being a part of the very first one. And once it was done, like when you get these ideas and they're new, you have to pitch them. You have to sort of sell your idea, sort of like your book. You have to pitch it. No one will know it exists if you don't tell them. So part of it, you're going to go through the stages, and fear is one of them. What if no one shows up? What if no one likes what we're trying to do? But the bottom line is if you do have that burning in your belly, it's real. Follow it. Go after it. Do what it is that's in your belly. And because I refuse to stop, I would have done it if there were only 2 people there.
Yeah, we
I would
that.
have done it if there were only 2 people in the room. I'm glad there were more than 2 people in the room. I'm glad that we have this outward ability now to multiply ourselves by ourselves. And it's a wonderful, just the energy that transferred to one another and then sheds abroad to a bigger audience is phenomenal.
It is.
So I encourage you, if you are a writer, even if you haven't published a book yet, to get involved with Urban Author Symposium. We are going to be sending out marketing tips every day for members. We are going to be doing teleconferences every month. And those teleconferences will be available if you're not able to make the actual call and ask real live questions to marketing experts from around the world who have sold millions of books are going to be willing to share information with us. So I encourage you, if you're a writer at any age, you do not have to be an adult to be a part of Urban Author Symposium. We have a 12-year-old girl who's written 2 books that is interested in urban authors. So I encourage you to get involved. Again, that email address is urbanauthorsymposium@gmail.com, and the website should be up really soon. So get in touch with us.
Yes, you want to get in on the ground floor. This is just so wonderful. So tell the audience what you want us to know. What do you want us to walk away with? What is it that this mission is for you?
This mission is to make books and literacy a part of the fabric of every child growing into adulthood. So if we could, at babies, just surround the crib with books, on the floor with books, in the bathroom with books, on the fireplace with books, in the kitchen with books. If we could bring books as much of a fabric into what we do as the television or the radio, then I think we're on to something. I just believe in my heart that we are doing a disservice by so much television for children, so much of these electronic devices. Some of them, however, are readers.
They're books.
So believe it or not, we are in a space, in time, where books are at the forefront. So if you're writing them, there's some cash around sitting somewhere. I read the other day that 2013, there will be $63 billion, not million, but $1 billion made in the book industry, most of which is electronic books that you don't even have to pay for to set up. Bet you want that information.
That's
get in
real.
touch.
Yes. and that's, on that note, myself as an author is through an ebook, a free ebook at that. And on our website, onennesslifestyles.com, you can download the book, and it's full of wonderful information that burning in my belly, that my spirit saying the people need this, so just give it to them. And that's what we've done. That's what we've done. So I want to really congratulate you and thank you and share my love with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you are doing in the area of literacy on our radio station, Owl Media Network, and on our television, web TV, internet, and Access 21. Literacy is at the forefront. So I want to thank you so much for being our guest on today.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this. You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show.